Fellow Geeks and Gamers, Matt Lemke here with True Gamer Goggles, gamer-goggles.com, and today we have another figure forge for you. This figure forge is on the Zombie Apocalypse Survivors from Wargames Factory, 2 of the 8 male models. I'm going to go ahead and do Man Swinging Bat, as I have named him, and Dude with AK-47. So I'm going to go ahead and get started right off the bat. I've had a lot of requests for these guys. Especially recently, which is kind of surprising because I did the box breaking almost a year ago, and I kind of lost these guys. We did some spring cleaning, and they turned up. I had thought that I did the figure forge last, I think, June or July. So I'm going to start with Dude on the AK-47. I'm going to glue him to his base. Hopefully he won't stick to my fingers, which he did. I'm going to slide him off to the side. Let them dry a little bit, and I'm going to do the same thing with this gentleman. I almost always glue models to their bases first. I find it a little bit easier. That just gives me a little place to hold when I work on the models. I'm going to let those dry, and I'll come back in a minute or two and finish up. And we'll do this in a series of this will be a series probably for the next 4 or 5 weeks. I'll do 2 a week. I'm also at the same time doing the ladies that have survived the apocalypse. So we're going to go ahead to the Dude first, I think. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at where his arms go and try and see if I am going to have any problems with this. These models are actually pretty easy to cut apart. They look, because they have so many different arms and options, they look complicated, but everything is labeled. I don't have instructions, and I seem to remember instructions came with them, so I just cut out and matched up all the letters based off of what I wanted to do, and this guy needs a little bit of cleaning here. That's what happens when you have servant labor, indentured servants being my children, cut the models apart for you. They don't always clean them the way I would. And that's going to go in there pretty nice if you do it right. You can have it down a little bit lower like you're shooting. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to glue this on here. Just a tad bit of glue. Let's see if I can't zoom in closer for you. That would be it. So we're going to come in here and brush just a little bit of glue on there. We're going to take this like this and get that on there and let it set. I want his arm up about like that, I think. Looks like he's going to be firing away. So we're going to set that off to the side, let that dry. We're going to grab guy with baseball bat swinging, and I just did the golf swinging girl not too long ago, and what I did different, or what I'm going to do different this time is I'm going to make sure that we have the arms roughly where I want them to be, like that. So I know that this arm has to be up into this area. You can actually kind of look and see where he needs to go. He's going to be overhead. So actually, what you might want to do at home, I'm not going to do it now, today. I would normally say that maybe you want to glue his head on first, but I'm not going to do that because I want to get the arms done. I like doing that, but for you at home, it might be a little bit easier to do the head first. I have a tendency of knocking the head off when I do that. So I'm gonna let that. Don't dry. I'm gonna let this set up here real quick. Get it up to where I believe it was. Let's see if that's right. Take this right away. Well, that didn't help me. Right in that area, I believe, is where it wants to be. And their 3-point stuff is pretty good. Slide his arm back just a hair. And you can see that that's going to be a good fit. So I'm going to let that dry. I'm not even going to... Yeah, I did take it off. I'm just going to set him aside and let that dry. Go back to our gentleman here with the machine gun. That's good. Reach over here real quick. Oh, I just broke him off. Shoot. I'm going to have to let him dry a little bit longer, it looks like. Actually, it looks like I need a little bit more glue now. Darn it. That was a bit much. Dab with a piece of sponge. I love using that extra sponge stuff from packing materials. It's great. Like that. I'm going to set them aside again and let them dry this time a lot longer. I'm going to come back to guy with bat. Gently, I'm going to come up here, put his hand on the bat. Maybe. Hey, that's the wrong arm. Silly me. That's the arm for the guy with the AK-47. Trying to figure out why it's not working. These models in assembly line fashion can be done because there's what, I think 20 models, or yeah, 20, oh no, there's 10 models, 2 of each. So you could do 2 guys with the baseball bat pretty much right away. I want to move his arm just a little. Oh, that's not going to happen. But you can see that's pretty nice fit there. I have them high a little bit, but the glue already dried, and that gap right there is a lot smaller than it looks. I mean, this is a razor blade to give you an idea, and it's not thick enough to go in there. So you're in pretty good shape. It just looks big on camera. Set him aside. Come back to our AK-47, see if he's dry. I think he's dry, so we're going to go ahead and fix him up real quick. We're going to put a little bit of glue on his, that's his left. Come on. This bottle of glue is almost empty, so what I like to do is just get to that point where it's on the tip. That was a little bit too much that came out that time. Just dab that off. That should be plenty of glue. One thing you can do that I have never done, that I'm probably going to start doing here soon, is brushing the glue on. I think as a whole you tend to waste more glue that way, but you have a lot more control. And I mean, if you're using Zap-A-Gap, it's pretty expensive stuff. But if you're using others, and I've tried gel. I don't really like gel that much, except on like vehicles, because I don't know. It's a control issue. Get him up there a little bit. Hold that there. His gap is a little. There we go. That's better. Much better. He's got a good hold on the weapon. His hand's a little bit big, but now at home you're probably going to want to paint him before you put them together, because that's super tight in there. It's going to be hard to paint and prime in there. Go back to guy with the baseball bat, and we're going to put a little bit of glue on his neck area for his head. And we're going to grab his head. Yep, at home I would highly recommend that on this guy you actually glue his head first. That's pretty good though. That head will be fairly easy to paint. I'll set him aside, let him dry, and we're going to come back over here and we're going to do the same thing with the gentleman with the AK-47. Just a little bit of glue here. And bam! Hold them down here in what I consider to be slightly better light. And there you have it. That's the first two figures of the Men of the Apocalypse. Well, the survivors of the apocalypse, the male figures from a Wargames Factory. Thanks for watching. I would love to hear your comments. If you have any models that you want me to put together, let me know. I'll see if I can order them or find them, or maybe I have them, because I still have. I'm one of those guys who is it a hobby or a habit? And I'm going to do a video on that here pretty soon, actually. But anyway, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to us. I'm hoping to hit 1,000 subscribers before June, and I look forward to hearing from you. Have a good day.